On the last episode of Family Chantel, Alejandro went to DR to meet Nicole's mother, and he got his stuff thrown out the way it's supposed to be. Okay? And the Family Chantel actually went to the Filipinos to meet Negrette's friends and family. Welcome back to my channel, and I will be reviewing the Family Chantel. And baby, was this episode good? It was good. I was like, what in the Steve Wilkos is going on here, child? Talking about drama, they had drama. Yo, it was good, this episode. And it starts off with Alejandro and Nicole in the bed, and Nicole showing her whole ass to the world, child. Yes, God. I was like, the first thing we see in Nicole's butt. I like, girl, cover it up, cover it up. I don't want to see nobody but not even my own. So, they get out of the bed, and it comes to find out that they stayed at Nicole's friend's house, which is a beautiful, it looks like a beautiful apartment or villa or Airbnb. It was beautiful. And Alejandro makes breakfast for Nicole. They eat and they talking and they conversating. And I'm like, Alejandro is so broke. This dude can't even afford a hotel, that you have to sleep at Nicole's friend's apartment? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you freaking kidding me? Yo, I like, dude, you know you was coming into DR. You should have got lodging for the DR. What is going on here? So, we're back at the Philippines. You have Chantel laying in the bed and Pedro. And Chantel said the food is making her stomach hurt. And Pedro like, you should be more like me because I only weigh one thing and my stomach is not hurting. I like, of course, Pedro is used to that. Of course, his stomach ain't gonna be hurting. If you used to this in your own home country. Okay? And they conversating about what they gonna do for today. Pedro is gonna go shopping with Chantel's brother and the guys, the rest of the family, with River and the father. And Chantel is gonna go dress shopping and meet Negrette's friends. Pedro finds out that he is going to be one of the royals groomsmen, and Chantel is actually giving him a how to speak proper, because he's saying ma'am and man. I'm American and I can't speak English myself, so don't feel too bad. So you have Pedro and the brothers and the father going shirt shopping. It's a name for it, but I forgot what the name was. And they tried on the shirts. It was so freaking funny because the guys were too big. Pedro is the only small guy out of the entire family. Everybody is grande. And Pedro actually put on the shirt and it is swimming on him. And then he does this kind of dance. He does this kind of dance. I'm like, you better get it, Pedro. You better get it, Pedro. I like chicken little soup, what's on the other side? Let it rain, clear it out. Chicken little soup, what's on the other side? Let it rain, clear it out. Now, that was a thing one time in New York. And I always think the chicken little soup, I do. So you have Karen and her two daughters in the car, Chantel and Winter. And they're about to go dress shopping, and Winter is complaining how Negrette is shady because she dropped the address and she could have came with her because they foreign, they don't even know the place. And Winter did not like that. And Chantel still feels some kind of way towards Negrette that she can't shake this feeling towards Negrete and feel like she's still hiding something. And they actually get to the dress shopping. The mother actually tries on something, and they use a curtain as a dressing room. And Winter feel out of place because everybody is small, and she feel like in the Philippines everything is one size fit all. I know to her it might seem like that. Yeah, because everybody is small and there's no diverse size in the Philippines. And I'm with Winter. I too would feel out of place if they didn't have my size and everything was just a smaller. And I'm like, the US do the same thing. You go into a store, all you see is nothing but small sizes anyway. And they know I'm a little bigger. I like, yeah. They gotta cut that out. Cut that out though. Everybody is not that same size too. So I could feel where Winter is coming from with that. But in the Philippines, they do look like they got nice clothing though. It look like nice stitch work. The colors was beautiful, and I love that. Then you have Negrete. She actually meets up with her friends in the market, and they are so happy to see her. And she actually drops the dime on Royal and tell her friends what Royal been doing and how he been acting. And actually, Negrete is actually afraid to talk to Royal when they're in the U.S. in the house by themselves because Royal has a freaking temper. And her friends are not pleased on what they hearing, and they can't believe it that Royal would treat Negrete like this. But because of Royal's temper and stuff like that, Negrete wish she could move back to the Philippines instead of going back to America because she feel more comfortable in her own country. And Negrete feel like Royal is a mama's boy, and he's always telling the family their business, which is causing major problems in their relationship. So the guys are freaking doing their shirt, doing their fitting with the shirts, and the lady don't have no more. So they have to go, they have to wait until she get more orders. So they actually go to a bar. The father leaves because he got something else to do, and Pedro makes a joke about carrying him by the kahunas. Seeing Negrete with her friends, this seems like this is the happiest that she ever been on this show, is when she in the Philippines and with her friends. Because when she was in America, she looked at like she was miserable and she hated America. But I can understand why Royal made it unpleasant. So you have Pedro, River, and Royal at the bar. They order bars, and Pedro is being the fun guy right now. He being the real groomsman that a groom needs. He like, let's have a drinking game. Royal don't really want to do it. And let me tell you, Pedro feels so comfortable asking all these questions. Because let me tell you, he was asking the questions, child. He was like, what is it that you seen in Negrete that you made it want her to marry her? And I was like, Royal is giving very vague answers. He ain't never saying nothing really special or specific about what he like about Negrete. And I don't like that. I'm telling you right now, I don't like that. He was very vague, okay? He didn't give no specific details like, oh, she's talented, she's smart, okay? What about that? Okay? He did say that they are attracted to each other. They have the same dislikes and likes, which we don't know what the hell that is, because he ain't giving no specific answer. So, and I said, Royal might as well become a politician because he acting like a politician. Giving vague answers and not really answering the damn questions, child. If that's not a politician behavior, if I ever seen one. Child. And it comes out that from Pedro that Negrete put a tracker on Royal phone. And I was like, oh my God, what? Say what? If you gotta put a tracker on somebody's phone, you should not be with that person. That is the most craziest thing. Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta put a tracker on somebody's phone. And I'm like, I'm getting suspicious right now. I'm like, why is the woman putting a tracker on the man's phone? Unless he was doing something he had no business doing, okay? And they try to do this thing like cavemen with the beards and stuff, and they making all this like macho noise and stuff like that. And while Pedro was asking all the questions, you notice River was quiet. River was quiet like crickets. And we might suspect that River might be jealous of Pedro. They asked him in a confession and he says no. And River says he has a certain type if he ever get married and stuff like that. And I believe River is jealous of Pedro. Because Pedro is a fun guy. And he likes to live it up. And he's not afraid of what Chantel family members think. He don't care what the hell they think. Actually. I like Pedro don't care what Chantel family think anyway. Okay, so we back in DR, right? Nicole is on a date with her man Alejandro. Okay, New York, I'm saying New York. Nicole looks beautiful. And I'm like, what does Alejandro has on? Is he wearing a coat with a turtleneck in DR? This is how you know he from New York. Who wears a turtleneck in DR? I'm like, I don't know. I've never been to DR. I have known somebody have gone to DR and they say it's beautiful in DR. They say it's gorgeous. And have you ever been to DR and witnessed somebody wearing a turtleneck with a jacket in DR? Let me know. Cause I'm like, what season is this? Everybody look like they got on summer clothes and he look like he wearing winter clothes. I'm sorry. I'm like, what is going on here? The fashion was just off to me because I didn't know what season it was. I didn't know if it was winter or summer. The way by Nicole and her friends were dressed and the way he was dressed. I like Alejandro is definitely a New Yorker. I like he definitely a New Yorker child. I just didn't understand that scene. Nicole actually explains to her friends how it went with her mom and they not surprised. And Alejandro feel like he should have never been treated like that. I like, you better be glad it was her mama. Cause you would have met a black mama, child, they would have had a bat for your behind, child, with all this foolishness you doing. Lord, I like all this foolishness. God. And I said, I agree with the mother. She treated him just the right his way he needed to be treated. And one of Nicole's friends tells the group that Alejandro is married. Everybody is surprised. Oh my God. Why, Nicole? Why you do? And he says that he is still married. Like he's proudful about this. I said, Alejandro say this with pride. Like, oh, I'm married and I can still have any woman I want. I like, get that out of here. Cause let me tell you something, son. You know Alejandro is no good. You can tell Alejandro is no good. I like all these things that you have witnessed. You telling me Alejandro is good. And that's what you telling me. But from all the episodes you seen, you tell me you see any good in Alejandro. I see nothing but bad. I'm sorry. I see nothing but bad. I'm sorry. So Alejandro believes he's not cheating. I'm like, wow, you really believe you not cheating? Because you married and dating another woman. I'm like, what? Of course a man like that gonna think something like that. I think it's terrible, but whatever. Don't mind what I say. I don't bash people for cheating. I don't judge people for cheating. It is your business what you do with your business. But I don't condone it. Okay? I don't condone it. Whatever you do with your business is your choice. Long as it's not me. That's all I'm saying. So, right now, we at the bar. Okay? Chantel and Winter is there. And I love Winter here. I love the braids. I think Winter actually look beautiful with braids on her hair. I don't think I mentioned that before. They at the bar and Chantel actually ordered shots for everybody that will be there. And so they just waiting for the rest of the crew. So everybody arrives and Chantel don't waste no time. She get to the nitty gritty. She get into the questions and they take their shots and everything. And she was like, how is Royal better than the rest of your other boyfriends? And what you like about Royal and all this? I like Chantel, don't waste no time being messy, child. OMG. Chantel actually tells Negrette on what Royal told her about their relationship. And Negrette is actually playing it off that she don't know all this information. I like Negrette ain't stupid, child. She might be Filipino and Asian, child, but she ain't stupid. She ain't letting Chantel know what she know. And because I think Negrette actually knows all this information already. And so actually the guys arrived to the bar. And Chantel actually tells everything in the open. And once again, Royal is acting like a politician. He's denying. He act like he ain't never heard nothing. He like, I didn't say that. Royal playing real dumb. So he won't look embarrassed for all his bad behavior. And he don't want his bad behavior to come on a light in front of all her friends. And Negrette gets emotional. She like, you say this to my face. You say this to me. You said this to me. You said, why you say I mess with another guy? Why you say you don't believe I'm pregnant? And it does come out that Negrette actually lost her child. And I give my condolences to Negrette for losing her baby. I know that had to be a tough thing to go through. And Madame, you was actually right. That's my South African supporter. You was right. Because you actually mentioned in the comment box, did Negrette actually have a miscarriage? And I was like, I don't know, because they didn't show it on the show yet. But this time, they actually revealed it. Because out of her words, out of Negrette's mouth, she said, I lost the baby. Because I was wondering why we didn't see the baby. I didn't want to assume she had a miscarriage yet. Okay? Because that would be terrible to have a living child and you assume somebody's baby is dead. That's terrible to think about. So I didn't really want to go that far yet. And Negrette is actually emotional. And Royal tries to console Negrette. But he's really trying to get her to leave so they don't really talk about this in front of their friends and their family members. And Negrette spills the tea about what he said about Chantel. And she revealed that Royal called Chantel stupid. And I like, Chantel is crazy. Because let me tell you, I'm not going back for a brother who keep making me feel like I'm crazy by him calling her delusional and saying that she don't know what she talking about and trying to make it seem like she's a liar. I like, Chantel, after your brother called you not classy, delusional, and you still stick up for your brother, I think I will fall back after that. I really would. Because Chantel brother is coming off like Two-Face to me. It's like he's one way with Negrete telling her one thing, and then he's going back to the family saying something different. And to me, he look like he is the cause of the problem of the freaking relationship. And to me, it look like Royal is coming off like he got serious issues. And I just say, I pray that behind closed doors, he's not hitting Negrete, like abusing her. Because at the end, Royal actually loses with the producers. Like, he wanted to fight. And did you see how he pushed his sister Winter? I thought that was crazy. That was crazy. Because let me tell you, hold up. I know you angry, but don't be pushing me, okay? I'm your sister, for God's sake. Don't be freaking pushing me now. You lost your goddamn mind now. You lost your mind. And to me, that's scary. Because Negrete is small and tiny. And Royal is big. And with that temper and the muscle and how tall he is, I think he could actually hurt Negrete if he wanted to. So, in the next episode, it look like it's going to be good once again. This season, these episodes, they bringing it, and it's getting better and better. So, I hope y'all continue to watch it. And I just want to thank you for watching. And, baby, be cool out there. Don't worry about nothing. Don't sweat nothing, baby. Yes, God. Don't sweat it, baby.